Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper. In this video, I want to tell you how Ava and I pack for our tent camping trips.
We typically start packing about 3 or 4 days before our departure date and use a packing guide to make sure that we remember to pack everything that we will need on the camping trip. Now, you can find dozens of camping checklists on the web, and many families use these checklists, but we have found them to be poorly organized and incomplete. They're poorly organized because their categories are too broad and general, and they're incomplete because they omit many things that families would probably need on a camping trip. So I developed my own personal packing guide and posted it on the checklist page of my website. The guide lists 20 equipment categories that are loosely based on the 10 essentials. And for each category, it lists essential equipment, desirable equipment, and equipment to avoid. Furthermore, these 20 categories are organized in the order that we typically pack them. For example, health supplies, tools, and tent are presented at the top of the list because these are the first things that we pack in our car. Food is presented at the end of the list because this is typically the last thing that we pack. Many families pack their camping equipment in plastic totes and tubs, but we find these containers to be very inefficient because they are wide at the top and narrow at the bottom. When they're packed side by side, you can see that you lose a lot of valuable packing space between them. And you lose even more packing space inside because you can't put straight-sided boxes and cans next to the sloped sidewalls. If you're just determined to use plastic containers, I would recommend plastic document storage boxes sold in office supply stores, shown on the right. But we prefer heavy-duty milk crates to pack some of our camping gear because they have straight vertical sides that allow you to pack them side by side without losing any packing space, and because their size seems to be perfect for organizing each category of camping equipment. So we use 5 of these milk crates to pack our kitchen equipment, food, lighting equipment, and heater. When we set up our camp, we turn them on their sides and use them as storage shelves. We pack a few things in small Cordura bags and backpacks. For example, we pack our first aid supplies in small Cordura bags and then leave one in the car at all times and bring the other inside the tent. We pack our camp tools in another medium-sized bag, and we pack our clothing and personal items in 2 or 3 more small bags and then use these bags as pillows when we set up camp. We pack larger items such as our tent, our kitchen shelter, and our bedding in large duffel bags, and then pack these duffel bags in the car on top of milk crates and in the cracks between them. Although folding tables and chairs are not essential, they are extremely comfortable, and we pack them for every camping trip. We tie the larger tables on the top of our car and then pack the small roll-top table and folding chairs near the back of our car so that we can open it up for a picnic anytime when we're traveling. Typically, we pack 2 4-foot folding composite tables, 1 roll-top table, a steel Dutch oven table that we can use for either campfires or our gas stove cooking, and 2 or 3 armless quad chairs. When we set up our camp, we put these tables and chairs inside of our kitchen shelter instead of that large picnic table. Just recently, we've added a chuck box to our camp kit and packed 2 milk crates plus 2 water jugs in it. When traveling, 1 milk crate contains our plates, silverware, and cups needed to serve a lunch, and the second crate contains foods that we might want to serve for a quick lunch, such as bread, cans of either chicken or tuna, tomatoes, onions, chips, cookies, snacks, salt, and pepper. When we set up our camp, we move the crate with the plates, utensils, and cups out to our kitchen shelter and replace it with a second food milk crate that contains our staples such as canned goods, flour, cornmeal, pancake mix, and other spices. Before leaving home, we always consider our campfire plans and firewood needs. If you want to have a campfire or two, you'll need to find a firewood vendor near your campsite because most state and federal parks do not permit you to bring firewood from your home. But you do need to pack a fire starter kit so that you will have dry, tinder, and kindling. We pack a few Bic lighters, some used computer paper, and some twigs and shavings from my garage workshop into this soft side cooler to make our fire starter kit. Ava and I typically travel with just one grandson, and so we can pack most of our camping gear inside of our car. But if you have a larger family, you may have to find additional storage space. Sometimes we use a rooftop luggage rack, but most of the time we just tie our tables onto our car's luggage bars. When Ava's son and his family are traveling with us, we pack our equipment on this trailer. Recently, I've been thinking about a hitch-mounted rack so that we would have more room inside the car, but if we're carrying bicycles, we usually mount them onto the hitch.
Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that it's given you a few ideas about how you might be able to pack a little more efficiently and for a little more comfort on your next camping trip.
For more information about tent camping history, equipment, procedures, destinations, and ethics, please visit my website, Modern Tent Camping. A link is provided in the description below.
And don't forget that I have a few of these woody folding campfire stoves available for sale. Details can be found on the store page of my website. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.